If you're trying to rank in travel, forget about generic SEO advice. The travel industry is a whole different ballgame with its own rules, especially since the algorithm updates of 2024. Travel isn't about just blogging, and with AI in the picture, things in travel have really shifted. In this video, we're breaking down SEO for travel into 3 most important elements. Keywords aligned to intent, not search volume. Content that survives AI overviews, builds trust, and provides real value. And links, semantic, strategic, and spam-free. And yes, TripAdvisor, Reddit, Booking.com, they're not just dominating your SERPs, they're your competition and your opportunity. So why is travel SEO so damn brutal? Number 1 is the search engine results page takeover. Google Flights, hotels, online travel agencies like Booking.com, Expedia, travel advisors, user-generated content monsters like Reddit and Lonely Planet forums. You're not just competing in the results pages, you're entering a digital cage match and you're showing up with a plastic fork and they have got tanks. Here's the problem. The top of page 1 is no longer 10 blue links. It's AI overviews, which we'll get to later, featured snippets. People also asked Google Maps packs, carousels for flights, hotels, and even travel guides. What this means, even if you rank on page 1, your actual visibility is sandwiched between Google's own tools and billion-dollar brands with armies of backlinkers. And according to an article by Backlinko, organic CTR for position 1 has dropped significantly over the years. Why? Because half the screen is now dominated by non-clickable answers or platform embeds. So yeah, it's brutal and it's only getting worse. Number 2, zero-click and AI overviews. Google's AI is now giving travelers answers before they even click. No clicks equals no bookings. Goodbye affiliate income or hotel reservations. It's great for user experience, terrible for your conversion funnel. Google's mission is to answer the user's question without needing to send them anywhere, and they're doing a scarily good job. AI overviews are now pulling from Reddit, forums, OTAs, and top-ranking blog posts, summarizing your hard-earned content and giving the answer up front without giving you any of the credit. And what that means for you is you still have to create great content and you may not get the click. And no click, no booking, no email capture, no ROI. AI overviews and featured snippets now reduce the need to click at all, especially in travel, where users just want fast recommendations or simple comparisons. Don't believe me? Here's an example. Search best time to visit Iceland, and you will often see Google summarize season by season pros and cons right in the overview. Why would the user scroll past that? So if your content doesn't offer anything beyond what Google's scraping, you're toast. Number 3, trust wars. Google's only ranking content that screams real experience and delivers information gain. If you're just rewriting what's already out there, sorry, you're already invisible. And this is where most sites die a slow, quiet SEO death. Because Google isn't just ranking good content anymore, it's ranking real experience, it's ranking EEAT, and above all, it's ranking information gain. Translation, your generic top 10 things to do in Rome isn't cutting it. Rewriting a TripAdvisor listicle with prettier words, worthless. AI-generated fluff, deleted from existence. What wins? First-hand insights, new data, specifically from people who've been there and done that. Gone are the days of travel bloggers researching and writing posts about a place they've never been to. Google wants people that have actually been there. First-hand experience and unique perspectives are essential. If your content doesn't bring new insights to the table, Google doesn't see any reason to show it. In short, if your article doesn't say something new, it's already invisible. And in the travel niche, you're not just competing with other travel brands and blogs, you're competing with Booking.com and Reddit. You're competing with Google itself. And if you don't understand how to out-strategize the algorithm, you'll never make it to the conversion stage. Keywords that convert, not just rank. High volume doesn't mean high converting. It just means high bounce rates if you're solving the wrong problem for the wrong person at the wrong time. Why? SEO isn't one size fits all, especially in travel. A user searching for best countries to visit in summer is in a completely different headspace than someone searching for Bali resort with private plunge pool pricing. This is why you need a funnel. not just for conversions, but to build the right journey from curiosity to booking. Travel planning is emotional, fragmented, and deeply personal. The funnel helps you map content to that process. So let's break it down. Top of funnel, the dreaming phase. Search intent is informational. Searchers are browsing, daydreaming, and collecting ideas. They're scrolling Instagram reels. They're thinking, what if I just run away for 2 weeks? They want inspiration, safety tips, bucket list content, but not at prices or bookings yet. Common searches, safest countries to do solo female travel, bucket list trips 2025, most underrated places to visit in Europe, hidden gem destinations Asia. For modifiers, look for best, safest, bucket list, underrated, hidden, dream, places to visit. These are soft signals of wanderlust without commitment. Where to find ideas. Reddit threads like r/solo travel or r/digital nomad. People also ask all related searches. Quora answers, Lonely Planet forums, TripAdvisor travel boards. Your goal here? To build brand awareness. Grow your retargeting pool. Plant the seed of desire, then give them a reason to dream about your destination. Also, a great place to introduce lead magnets like travel checklists, downloadables, or quizzes. Which European country fits your vibe? Middle of the funnel, the planning phase. The search intent is comparative, evaluative. Now they're getting serious. They're not just fantasizing about a trip to Bali. They're choosing between Bali and Thailand, mapping out itineraries, reading hotel reviews, checking flight routes, and figuring out when to go. Common searches, Iceland versus Norway costs. Is Santorini overrated? Thailand itinerary for 10 days. Best time to visit Croatia for the weather. Modifiers to look for: versus, cost, comparison, itinerary, weather, worth it, review, safe. These suggest middle funnel hesitation, perfect for content that builds trust. Why information gain matters most here. This is where most blogs regurgitate the same info. You win by going deeper. Personal experience. I visited both in the shoulder season and here's what I learned. Specific data, flight cost, average daily spend, and visa rules. Pain point answers, safety, crowds, scams, internet speed. Your goal here? Capture emails, download this itinerary, download this checklist, keep them engaged for longer. Interactive maps, trip planners, comparison tables. Start nudging them toward booking with you. Bottom of funnel, the booking phase. Search intent, transactional. This is where the money is made. Your searchers have picked the country, they've checked their calendar, and the vacation fund is real. Common searches. Book overwater bungalow in Bora Bora. Costa Rica yoga retreat availability. Best safari lodges in Tanzania with reviews. Bali resort near Ubud under $200. The modifiers to hunt for are book, availability, near, with reviews, pricing, deals, last minute, family friendly, pet friendly, open now. These scream, I'm ready to buy. This is where your CRO game better be tight. Booking buttons that work, reviews front and center, trust signals, payment security, cancellation policies, local partnerships, real photography, not AI renderings or stock footage from 2012. Your goal? Direct bookings, quote requests, affiliate conversions, itinerary downloads that are tied into travel packages or upsells. Why you need to hit every stage. Your keyword strategy has to hit every stage of the funnel. Most travel sites get stuck in top of funnel, inspiring but never converting. Others skip straight to bottom of funnel but forget to warm up their audience. To win in travel SEO, you need all three. Build the dream, guide the decision, make the sale. How to find the right keywords. Use SEO tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, and SERPs to mine keywords by intent. Use Reddit scraping tools or even manually digging to find real-world information. Ask ChatGPT to cluster questions from Quora and other forums. Or just use your brain and pretend you're planning a trip. What would you Google? And don't forget, look for modifiers and intent gaps. Questions that people are asking, but their answers suck, are outdated, or just don't exist. For example, people are comparing Morocco to Egypt in travel forums all day. But guess what? Almost no one is writing real content about that from experience. So start creating. And remember, even perfect keywords won't save you if your content looks like ChatGPT spat it out in 5 seconds. Which brings me to the next part. Let's talk about how to create killer content that actually deserves to rank. Content that ranks survives AI, and converts. Let's talk about your content strategy, or rather, why it probably sucks. Because if you're pumping out top 10 things to do in Paris, congratulations, you're so original, zero first-hand insights, tons of stock photos, and some anonymous author called admin, and yeah, Google sees right through it, and so does your audience. So let's tackle the easiest way to make your travel content stand out from the rest. Fix 1. Match format to funnel stage. Travel content needs to align to how people search at each stage of the funnel. Top of funnel, the dreaming phase. Dreamers want experiences, not logistics. They remember stunning visuals and emotionally driven headlines, not your detailed cancellation policy. Use how-to guides, how to plan a 2-week Europe trip in under $3,000. Visual trip planners, interactive maps with clickable regions. Inspiration galleries, 15 places that look like they come from another planet with custom photography. Don't forget to incorporate people also asked and Reddit source questions to make it more interactive. The middle of the funnel, the planning phase. This is where information gains shines. Use detailed cost breakdowns. How much does 10 days in Thailand really cost? X versus Y comparisons. Iceland versus Norway. Which is better for solo hiking? Safety guides. Is Medellin safe for digital nomads in 2025? And if you really want to stand out, combine all this with schema markup, frequently asked questions, how to win the SERP features and support your AI overview survival. Bottom of funnel, the booking phase. They're ready to act, but only if your content builds confidence. The trust triggers, availability tools, cancellation policies, seasonable notes, and even local secrets for that insider vibe. Use dedicated booking pages. Testimonial content, why we chose this eco lodge in Costa Rica and how to book it. Itinerary samples with pricing, timeframes, travel logistics, and as a general rule, bottom of funnel pages should answer every unspoken question the buyer has. Because if they have to go back to Google to find that info, you've lost them. Fix number 2, EEAT it up. Here's where you level up. Google now explicitly wants content that reflects experience. Have you actually been there? Show proof. Expertise. Do you have authority in travel, or are you just vibing? Authoritiveness. Are others referencing or linking to you? And trustworthiness. Are your facts right? And are you citing sources? How to EEAT your content. Use named authors and bios that explain their travel experience. Add original images with metadata, timestamps, GPS if possible. Include quotes or interviews with locals, guides, and travelers. Embed maps, downloadable itineraries, and unique data points that other pages don't have. Information gain boost tip. Use tools like Diffbot or NLP content comparison, SEMrush's keyword gap to see what your competitors are missing and then include it. Remember, AI can rewrite content, but it can't recreate experience. Fix number 3, design for humans. You can't just write great content. You need to present it like it's worth reading. Design that kills bounce rates and boosts time on site. Use real headings, not cutesy fluff. Embed videos, especially for destination walkthroughs, reviews, and tutorials. Images matter, but not generic stock. Use travel photos from your team or community. Fast page load, especially on mobile. If your image gallery takes 8 seconds to load, they're gone. Internal linking guide for users from top of funnel to middle of funnel to bottom funnel. Don't leave them stranded. This is the most important thing here. Optimize your blog post for engagement. Use heat maps to figure out where your users are spending most of the time and move that content to the top. Your content is your greatest asset. Think Google cares about your 2,000 word blog post with 0 images and a 3-paragraph intro on how you love to travel? Cool. Wow, you're still rating to rank. Reddit just stole your traffic with a 12-word answer and a blurry iPhone photo. But even if your content is the Mona Lisa of travel guides, if no one's linking to it, it's like painting a masterpiece and locking it in your basement. Because here's the brutal truth. Great content without backlinks is invisible, not to your audience because they've never seen it, to Google. So let's talk about the one thing that most travel brands either overdo or totally ignore: backlinks. But not just any backlinks. We're talking about the kind that actually move rankings. They don't come from a generic finance blog. So let's fix your link strategy. Stop chasing DR. That 75 DR link from a fintech blog, worthless. You want travel relevant links from tourism boards, local guides, travel blogs. Anchor text that reinforces the semantic context. Eco Lodges Costa Rica, read more. Backlinks that build your topical authority cluster, not just inflate some vanity metric. Outreach strategy. Pitch content that adds information gain. Think custom maps, unique comparison, data-driven itinerary tools. This is how you start outranking Reddit, TripAdvisor, and even Google's AI overviews, but only if your links make sense. So let's recap this thing like it's a perfectly planned 3-day Euro trip. Now, keyword intent with the right funnel stage modifiers. Build content that shows experience and delivers new insights. Earn backlinks that reinforce your authority, not your ego. Do that, and you're not just on page 1. You're the result that travelers trust with their time, their money, and their once-in-a-year vacation dreams. Now, if you want to know exactly how to build those links, the kind that earn clicks, rankings, and bookings, watch our next video, Link Building for Travel SEO.